Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Friday. Today, I have some really big news for you all concerning the near future of this channel and my life. And that is that I was accepted at the job that I applied at to teach English in Thailand. So I'm going to be moving there this July. And obviously, that means that I'm going to be learning Thai. And so there's going to be some pretty interesting changes coming to this channel. Well, first of all, I'm going to be teaching English. So I know English as a second language is going to be on my mind a lot while I'm over there. And I've been toying around with the idea of possibly starting a new channel that I would just do kind of on the side for fun and to be helpful, which would be just an ESL channel, teaching English, giving little hints and guidelines for people that are learning English, little tips and tricks, and probably producing, song lyrics and stuff and things that I think would be useful in learning English. So I haven't really solidified any plans about that yet, but it's in my brain working around. I'm thinking about what kind of videos and what kind of posts I would make to help people learn English. I have a message here from Faisal saying, "Hello, my teacher. How are you? I am Faisal." I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. From Morocco. I am beginning in English. I know study English in school. Well, that sounds like I probably already have a vote for me doing that. Hello, Joe. Thanks for joining. So I'm going to be teaching English, which I'm doing right now, but in a less formal setting. I'm going to be living in Thailand. So that means that, well, obviously I'm not going to move to Thailand without using my time and resources to learn Thai. And I'm really excited about that because this is going to be the first language that I've learned that's not an Indo-European language. Esperanto isn't Indo-European, but it's closely related to the European languages. It's going to be the first language that I've learned that uses tones. It's just going to be the first of a lot of things for me. So I'm excited about that. Please Clap says, "Watch out for the lady boys in Thailand." Yeah, I'll keep my eyes peeled. And Faisal says, "Can you help me to learn English?" Yeah, that's exactly what this other channel would be about that I'm proposing. So what is the future of this channel going to look like? Well, I'm obviously going to keep doing it. I wouldn't add another channel to work on and then abandon this one. What I probably will be doing is spending more time focusing on my efforts learning Thai. Because, well, for one thing, I think it's very useful to watch other people when they're starting a new language and when they're struggling to learn a language and see the kind of things that other people do, especially people who have more experience, people like myself who have more experience learning several languages in the past. That's really useful if you're just starting out with a language, you don't know where to start. You just think, well, there's Duolingo, and so I'll just do that. It's like, no, ain't gonna cut it. Got to do other stuff. Duolingo is fine. Duolingo is not bad if that's what you're using. Just start off, but you got to do other stuff if you want to make progress in your language. So hopefully I'm going to be able to use that to motivate some people to share some resources and techniques and just philosophies and mindsets that I use when I am starting a new language. And since I am starting from scratch, I decided that I'm going to be really anal about documenting my journey in Thai. So I don't know anything in Thai right now. I take that back. I know that when you greet someone in Thai, if you're a man, it sounds something like "what the crap." and that's all I know. Or so what the crap, something like that. And that one is stuck in my mind for obvious reasons. John says, Thai is a language that I want to learn as well. Yeah, so I'm really excited for that. And like I said, I'm going to be documenting my whole journey from knowing one phrase in Thai to, you know, I'm going to be living in Thailand for at least a year, or at least 10 months. So presumably I'll be able to make some huge bounds. I'm going to be really focused on that. So I'm planning on making a lot of progress, and you'll be able to watch me the whole way. I've watched videos online. It's like strangely interesting to watch some videos like this, where you watch someone that wants to learn how to play the piano. And they start off, you know, you watch the first video of their first piano lesson and they're using 2 fingers, you know, or they're just learning how to play the 5-note scale or something like that. And then they show you an update video every week or every 2 weeks. And then within like 6 months, you're watching them play for Elise. And then, you know, a year later, they're showing you their update videos. And when people stay really consistent with video uploads on that, it's really fascinating to watch someone else's progress, especially when you're going through the same process yourself. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to do, to be able to motivate people to just to watch me start from scratch. And I've kind of done this with my German and Italian all-day live streams where I study for 12 hours. But those are really small scale. This is going to be a big scale endeavor. And I am going to kick off this I don't know, year-long Thai study session with kind of one of those all-day study sessions that I have been doing, that I did in German and Italian and Esperanto, where I study for like 12 hours in a day. I probably won't do a 12-hour one because that's not the most effective, I'm trying to say effective and efficient. It's not the most effective way. It's not the most efficient way of learning a language when you sit your butt down in this chair and study for 12 hours straight. I ain't going to do it. I might do a 6-hour day, which I think is much more bearable, much more doable. And I'm thinking about potentially doing, or 5, here's what I was thinking about doing, was doing a 5-hour day for 4 days in a row. 5 hours of study in a day is not, like, that's a lot, but it ain't going to break you. And then after 4 days of studying Thai, that'll be 20 hours, which is kind of an important number. For those of you who have been following me, you know that I kind of have, I've been really interested lately in this theory that you can get decent at anything in 20 hours. You know, obviously with a language, you need a lot more than 20 hours to be able to hold conversations and stuff, but you can make a really satisfactory level of learning any skill in a relatively short amount of time. So Angela says, did I miss an announcement? Do you have a big reason to learn Thai? Yes. Sorry, I missed your comment. I have a really big reason for learning Thai. I'm moving to Thailand. So I am going to be partially learning, you know, in the culture. I'm going to start learning here in the United States. And I'm going to try to immerse myself as much as possible. And I'm going to try to be as thorough as possible with documenting every aspect of my language learning. So like I said, for probably the first 4 days that I start learning Thai, I'm going to be doing long live streams where I'm going to be learning Thai, and you'll get to watch the whole process for the first 20 hours. Then after that, I'm going to try to make little video documentaries and stuff of my study sessions that I will maybe then later upload in weekly segments so that you'll be able to watch the whole process of me learning the language. And hopefully people will be able to glean some useful information out of that. John says, I'm taking my A1 Spanish certification test this weekend, and once I finish at A2, once I finish at A2 and at least B1, I'm going to start learning another language. Yeah, I'm really excited. Like, so I've been learning French for the last 3 years and Spanish for really for the last 4 or 5 years. And I've basically just been maintaining both languages for the last, I don't know, semester or so. My Esperanto is pretty basic or intermediate maybe. But I'm really not concerned with becoming fluent in Esperanto, so I'm not putting effort into that. And I'm content, for the moment at least, with where my Spanish and French are. So I feel ready to jump in. I'm not concerned too much about losing French or Spanish or Esperanto. For at least the first, I don't know, probably 5 months or so that I'm learning Thai, it is going to just be exclusively Thai. I'm not going to worry about maintaining other languages. I'm not going to worry about improving in Spanish or French or Esperanto. I'm probably not going to be doing these day-long live streams where I learn some other random language. It's going to be Thai, and I'm going to be focused on it. And we'll see how much progress you can make in 5 months. I have been reading over the last week or so. I started reading. Actually, I just finished reading the first 20 Hours book, which I do recommend. The first quarter of the book is really good, and then I kind of skimmed over the last 3 quarters because that was a little bit more fluff in my opinion. But it was a really good book. I'm now reading, in the process of rereading on the Kindle. I'm rereading Fluent in 3 Months by Benny Lewis, which is kind of a controversial topic. Still loading. It's kind of an unfortunate name to say fluent in 3 months because, people bicker about what it means to be fluent. But it's a good book. I've read it before, and I am definitely going to be putting a lot of effort into my first 3 months of learning Thai, trying to learn just as much as humanly possible. Whether I'll become fluent or not will be entirely dependent on how you define fluent. And so I'm looking forward to putting these processes back into practice. And it's exciting because it's really been a long time since I've started a new language for real. Aside from just fun little things like learning Portuguese for 2 weeks or learning German for a day. It's been a long time since I've actually decided to sit down. Well, French, that was the last time, 2016. That's when I actually decided, all right, I'm going to put time and effort now into starting a new language from scratch. And that's also partially why I'm not going to start learning Thai until next month, because I'm currently taking Spanish and French classes, and I need to focus on those. And I don't want to have a soft start into Thai. Right now I suppose I could be starting with learning vocabulary on Memrise or Anki. I could be adding little bits of Thai. I could be listening to Thai music right now. I'm not doing anything. Like I said, I know one phrase in Thai that I only remember because it sounds like "what the crap." And so when I do start this process next month, after my finals are over, it's going to be diving into the deep end, and I'm really looking forward to that. We'll see how much progress I can make. So, how many languages do you speak? French, Spanish, Esperanto, English, and soon Thai. And one of the things that I'm also really looking forward, I'm looking forward to a year from now when I can have full conversations in Thai. I'm also really looking forward to 2 months from now, because that's, you know, a much more proximate short-term, I don't know, dream or just goal to look forward to 2 months from now, when I won't be fluent, I won't be able to hold conversations, but I'll be able to say some stuff. You know, I might be able to get by as a tourist in Thailand by the time I get there. And, 3, 4, 5 months from now, I should be, I don't know what my level will be. I guess we'll find out. But I'm definitely looking forward to reaching that B1 level, where you can start to kind of piece together conversations. And, well, you can start piecing together conversations from day one. That's Benny Lewis's whole thing. But start talking on a more wide range variety of subjects and stuff. And I remember kind of reaching that level in Spanish when I lived in El Salvador. And that was just really fun, being able to finally go to this restaurant and order food and understand what the waiters are saying when they ask you, do you want fries with that? Or when they ask you for here to go and stuff like that. It's just, it's a real good experience. So that's what I have coming up soon. I just wanted to make a video to announce that it's official. I've kind of teased this in the past that I might be going. I told you guys that I was applying, not sure if I was going to get the job or not. Well, I got the job. I'm going, and I am learning Thai, and I'm going to be documenting it, and you're going to get to see it. So it's all really exciting. Someone's asking if I can learn 2 languages at the same time, I presume. Yeah, you can learn 2 languages at once. I'm not going to do it because I'm focused on Thai. I learned Spanish and Esperanto partially, kind of at the same time together. And yeah, it can be done. People do it. Yep. But if you really want to make a lot of progress really quick in one language, don't do that. So that's what I ain't going to do. And this video is at 17 minutes. I guess I kind of wanted it to be short and quick just to get my announcements out there. And so I guess that's going to be it. So thanks for watching. Oh, here we have one more question. Do you believe A1, A2, B1, B2 level when you are learning new language? Well, you go through those levels. Is it necessary? Well, you have to go through those levels if you want to, if you want to become fluent. All right. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys this Monday. And keep an eye out over the next month or two as I start learning Thai, and I'm going to be documenting the whole process. So thanks for watching. We'll see you later.